Our next session will spotlight on UN human rights, and partners are already experimenting with new tools, new partnerships, and new funding models to strengthen protection and prevention. Ladies and gentlemen, we will hear about the IBM call for code, a grant prize announcement, and how open innovation can generate practical tools for rights holders. We will also hear the Right Here, the Right Now Global Youth Climate Summit, which brings young people into the center of climate and human rights action. We will also hear the HRDX showcase and 30 plus 30 plus 30 presentation, which set out a vision for how data, AI, and partnerships can scale our early warning and analysis capacity. To guide us through this segment, I'm pleased to hand over to Astrid Van Genderen Stort, Director of External Engagement and Partnership at the UN Human Rights, who will moderate the discussion with our speakers. I hand over to Astrid.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good afternoon, and wonderful to still see you here. It's been a long day, I know, but very exciting. I'm not going to talk about sludge, but I'm going to talk about other exciting things, and I'm very, very honored to be joined here by David Clark and Dennis Blay. So, as already said, thank you very much by the moderator. We now turn to a partnership that has become a foundation of rights-centered innovation, one that UN Human Rights is really very proud to have supported since its inception in 2018. It's my pleasure, first and foremost, and after that I go to Dennis, to introduce David Clark. He's the founder of the David Clark Cause and creator of Call for Code. This was launched in 2018. We were well, he was actually, but we joined, very ahead of the game, with IBM as the founding partner and UN Human Rights as the global impact partner. Since then, Call for Code has mobilized hundreds of thousands of developers across more than 180 countries to build AI and data-driven solutions addressing climate justice, humanitarian crisis, and global inequities. I'll tell you a little bit more, but let me first hand over to David. David, we're very honored to have you here. Thank you for hopping over to this side of the ocean. The floor is yours.
My pleasure. Thank you, Astrid. Distinguished colleague and CEO of Call for Code. It's an honor to be here in Geneva, where the world gathers to confront challenges that demand not only urgency, but imagination. 8 years ago, we launched Call for Code with a simple conviction that the world's 24 million developers, a vast, often untapped global talent pool, could become one of humanity's greatest forces for good. What began as a bold idea is now the largest and longest-running Tech for Good initiative of its kind, engaging developers and innovators from almost every nation. And the results speak for themselves. Over 40,000 completed apps have been generated in the 8 years. Solutions created not for applause, but for impact, supporting communities facing climate threats, natural disasters, human rights challenges, and economic instability. This effort was made possible because IBM stepped forward as our founding partner with an early commitment of $30 million, followed a year later by an additional $25 million to help incubate and accelerate the most promising Call for Code innovations. That commitment helped transform a vision into a global movement. UN Human Rights has ensured that everything we build is grounded in dignity, equality, and the lived reality of people on the front lines of crisis. And the Linux Foundation has provided the open source backbone that allows this work to scale and endure across borders. This year alone, Close to 30,000 people registered to take part, a testament to a rising generation determined to engineer a more just and sustainable world. Their talent, creativity, and convictions are why we're here today. With that, it's my pleasure to introduce Dennis Bly from IBM.
Thank you, David. IBM is proud to be a founding partner of Call for Code.
Oh, turn it.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
There we go.
IBM is proud to be a founding partner of Call for Code. For 8 years, the program has inspired developers from around the world to build creative tech solutions to a variety of social and humanitarian issues. At IBM, we're proud to help developers grow their technical skills while putting IBM's unique AI technologies, such as IBM WatsonX and IBM Granite, to work to build innovative, impactful solutions faster than ever before. I'd like to thank the creator, David Clark, the United Nations Human Rights, and the Linux Foundation for partnering with Call for Code over the past 8 years, as well as our sponsors and support organizations over the years. This year, we had over 29,000 people register for our hackathon in 2025 from all over the world. This year's Call for Code Challenge included 5 separate hackathon events, each with a unique theme inspired by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, to give participants, even more opportunities and the choice to address an issue that are most passionate about solving. The 5 themes presented this year were SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation; SDG 8, Decent Work and Economic Growth; SDG 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure; SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities; and SDG 13, Climate Action. And now, it is my pleasure to announce this year's winning teams. In third place, it is Team Agents FDRK from Unisys. For the Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure Challenge, they used IBM WatsonX Orchestrate to build an agentic AI solution that coordinates faster responses to infrastructure failures and urban disasters with a goal of saving lives and property. Congratulations, Team FDRK. The second place team is Young and Hungry. The team from SBA Info Solutions used IBM WatsonX.ai and Granite series models to develop a multifaceted agentic AI solution that provides actionable insights for all roles involved in the end-to-end management of community groundwater. This was a part of our Clean Water Challenge in March. So congratulations, Team Young and Hungry. All right, and without further ado, our first place team and the 2025 Call for Code Global Challenge Grand Prize winner is Duni Africa. This group of university students from Kenya have been friends since childhood. I believe they met in grade 3. So they've been friends for a very long time. They saw firsthand in their lives how job site accidents could cause loss of livelihood for both friends and relatives. As a part of the Decent Work and Economic Growth Challenge, they used IBM Granite to create an AI-powered safety assistant designed to help informal sector construction and trade workers access the equipment and training they need to stay safe on the job. So in addition to the $50,000 grand prize, they will also have the option for solution implementation support from our Call for Code ecosystem. And as the top scoring university team, they are also the recipients of the 2025 university grant, receiving $30,000 given across their universities. And I think Astrid now will take a look at the next video.
So we now invite, oh, sorry. Thank you, Dennis. And we now invite you to watch the winning solution of this year's Call for Code Challenge. And I was also a judge, not that I'm that much of an expert, but I completely agreed. I voted for the same team. It's a very appealing, a very strong case that they put forward. So let's look at it. I don't know who's going to push the button.
There we go.
Let's see the winners.
Every single day, countless skilled hands shape our country. In just a moment's mishap and a lifetime of earning vanishes, we are exploring a straightforward answer, a guardian for safety, delivered right through the familiar ease of WhatsApp. According to the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection, in 2022, Nairobi recorded 237 construction site accidents, resulting in 32 deaths and 115 serious injuries, many causing lifelong disabilities. The root cause, lack of access to personal protective equipment and rare safety training, which is ineffective. We came up with a solution as university students to help artisans and craftsmen all over the country improve safety standards in their workspaces. This solution is powered by IBM on RightsX, leveraging the Granite Vision model and Granite Instruct. In Nairobi's Gikomba, just on the outskirts of the CBD, we met Peter, a 34-year-old carpenter. Through a series of interactions and meetings, we came to learn more about his professions and the dangers involved. Peter injured his foot when a flying piece of wood hit him, and for 3 whole months, he did not work because of his injuries, yet he is the breadwinner and the sole provider of his family. With Linda in his hands, he can capture his workspaces with a simple phone snap, send it via WhatsApp. Linda processes the image, assesses the safety hazard, and provides safety feedback instantly. For example, Peter uploads an image for him in his workspace, and Linda recommends PPE such as safety goggles and masks. Linda insists on the importance of the safety guidelines while regarding Peter's comments and questions such as comfort and availability. Just a few short weeks and a real shift is taking hold for Peter. Safer choices are becoming his natural instinct. He tells us it's easy, it's quick, it fits right into his day. An encouraging sign he has embraced it and wants to continue. We have conducted market research and determined that the solution is viable and currently in the final stages of prototyping and development as we carry out user testing and iterate with feedback. In the next phase, we will be piloting with up to 3 artisans, then scale and introduce the product to the market. Our steps are humble, yet the vision stretches far. Imagine this knowledge reaching 1,000, 10,000, or even 1,000,000 artisans. By using the power of IBM's Granite models, we can integrate safety into their daily work. Simple, personal, accessible everywhere. At Linda, we are crafting safer tomorrows today.
Simple, straightforward, and very strong. So for UN Human Rights, just to finish, Call for Code has always been more than a competition. It's a global community of purpose, a movement that shows how innovation, when grounded in human dignity, can serve the SDGs and strengthen protection systems worldwide. And that's really what we want to do. So since 2008, Call for Code has shown 3 important truths. First, that developers everywhere, young, old, can be powerful agents of human rights when given the tools and the platforms to act. Secondly, that open source innovation, stewarded by partners like Linux Foundation, IBM, creates solutions that can grow, adapt, and serve communities far beyond their initial prototype. And thirdly, that partnerships between public, private, and people are not optional. They are critical to building the infrastructure that is needed for responsible AI. As we grow our innovation and analytics hub, all honor to our colleagues, and its own products. And as RightsX expands, this collaboration becomes even more important. The velocity of technological change demands a developer ecosystem that is committed to not just building, but to building ethically, and with human rights as a design requirement. So let me, on this note, thank, on behalf of UN Human Rights, our appreciation to the Call for Code partners, David Clark, creator of Call for Code, Dennis Blay, IBM, our founding partner, and the Linux Foundation, who are not here, the program affiliate. Your work shows what innovation, solidarity, and human rights can do together. Thanks so much for being here, and thank you for the great